I was about to start a video without microphone. And we're back. Last time in Bahrain, we won the race and broke the tie between myself and Montoya, and now we lead the championship with Montoya second and Shirley third. And today we are dealing with the Spanish Grand Prix. I know, I said we were racing at Istanbul, but I had issues with the track, so we're moving that race to Barcelona, so yeah. Because of this, I think I'm not going to say which tracks are next, because chances are I might have to reschedule those, considering this is one of my series, and technical issues are always on the table. So yeah, if you're asking what happened yesterday and why there was no video, it's because I was working on getting Grand Prix 4 to work. Sorry, the foreplay. And I managed to make it work and install some mods, because yes, I want to do a series on that game too. I don't know which one, or for that matter, I don't know even where to post the series, if on this channel or on the other. But yeah, Grand Prix 4 is definitely in the on the cards here. Before we begin, of course, I highly suggest you go watch the first video in case you have no idea what is going on. But for everybody who's up to speed, well, let's not waste any more time and and we are starting in 8th once again, I think. Liam in the top 10 again. No, never mind. Pourchaire in the top 10 actually, so congrats to him. And it's one light, 2 lights, 3, 4, 5. And we're off in Barcelona. Okay. I need to pay close attention here as the Piastri goes for the lead. We make contact with Montoya, but we take third as Piastri takes the lead. It's an Audi 1-2 right now, as Norrie looks like is going to take it on the outside of Piastri, but we're gonna dive on the inside. Almost no resistance. We are into second. We're going to use Rich Mix straight away to catch up to the Aussie. Oh god. Yeah, I forgot. Ooh, yellow flags behind us. Hey, alright. Oh, there's a mega pile up over there. I see it on the... as I completely fuck up the chicane. There we go. And that was lap number 1. We put a little gap on Norris. Easy for this first couple of corners. Also, today's SNL episode might either come very late or not be released, because, yeah, Turns Out Grumpy 4 is actually a hell of a drug. But, yeah. For the ones asking, I have 1993, 1994, I installed the as mods. 1993, 1994, 1995, 96, 2001, or at least like more accurate 2001, and then oh good god, and then 2003 and 2004 as mods. Okay, now we can not lean. There we go.
DRS will be enabled this
okay.
lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
And I'm honestly torn on which season I want to do. I don't want to do. I guess you could do 2001. Because, you know, the game is about the 2001 season, and I'm pretty sure this is like the, no, they came out 2000, 2002. The 25th anniversary would be next year. Never mind. So I guess 2001, that goes out of the question. Honestly, I'm thinking between 1996 and 1994. 96 because in the mod that I installed, you can drive as Dome. Okay, so the way GP4 mods work is that you either have to manually change the files or download a file for CSM, which is part of a pack of tools called ZAZ tools or ZAZ tools for the game, and it basically works like basically CSM is a mod manager where you can change parameters of the game without actually having to put the game on. You can choose drivers, you can choose difficulty, you can choose a length of the races, you can choose what race you want, and other stuff, include graphical settings and all that stuff. It's a mod manager basically. And more often than not, because GP4 was set in the 2001 season, there is 11 teams, and in some mods there is a possibility of adding an 11th team. And in the case of 1996 is either 40, the team that actually raced in real life in 1996, or Dome, which was a team that was supposed to race in 1996, but never came. But the project never came to be out to the lack of funding. And honestly, I'm gravitating towards that, just because of the of the novelty of trying to get for a team that never really existed. I also guess I could technically say the same thing for 2003, 2004, because those teams have arrows as a 11. Oh, good lord.
Stay with him. He might make a mistake, and we can regain the place.
They got arrows as a as an 11th team. So I could also do 2003 just because of that, and 2004 as well as arrows. But yeah. Of course, it would not be a career mode, it would be just a one shot, like a one and done. Hey, kind of like this is what the purpose is, unless you guys want me to cover 2033 and who knows, maybe 2035 as well. And maybe come up with my own version of 2034, but yeah. But I don't know. But yeah,
We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
all right. Then we're gonna do it too. But yeah, that's all. That's all I have to say about Grand Prix 4. Okay, maybe that was a bit too early, but yeah, whatever. Honestly, I actually don't have many topics to talk about. I mean, I guess I could talk about the World Cup. Right now, it should be... Ooh, lap cars. Okay, already. And some more yellow flags in what will eventually be the truck stuck in the DRS zone. Oh god, and I completely fucked up the chicken again. Right now there's England-Croatia going on, and Portugal and Congo finished 1-1. Yes, I know, yet another tie, I know. But I guess the important thing to take away from Portugal-Congo is the fact that Ronaldo did absolutely goddamn nothing in that match. So, yeah. Unlike Messi, who scored a hat trick and at the game against Algeria. Algeria, sorry. Algeria is how you say it in Italian. But yeah. And, okay, so Williams. Is it gonna be Sullivan or Meany? Okay, should we just back to standard, because the chicane don't like rich mix, apparently. Okay. And oh yeah, like this is nothing to do with Formula 1, but yesterday they announced part of the cast for Persona 4 Rewind. Turns out all the actors are actors. Oh, it's Tappanen. Okay. And Jesus, you didn't have to go off the track to let me pass, but okay. Turns out all the voice actors that have been announced, those being Yu, Yosuke, Chie, Yukiko, and Marie, are all worked on Hoyo games. And if you're asking where the hell are Naoto Kanji and Risei and Teddy, I ain't got a clue. I'm guessing that'll be revealed later.
We think the car
but I'm guessing these were the guys introduced first because Yosuke and Yukiko are the first party members to actually get. But technically so is Teddy, so what the fuck wasn't introduced? But whatever. And of course it'll be hard to listen to new guys after years of hearing people like Julian Bosch and your Lowenthal, but still. They did it for Pre-3R, it was bound to happen for Pre-4R too, so... Yeah. I'm not making it a tragedy. But in the meantime, we're about to approach our first stop, and turns out our only stop. So, yeah. Eee! Shit. That was scary.
We think Glock is due to stop for new tyres within the next 2 laps.
Okay. Right, Rich Mix.
Glock slowly closing on you. We need you to put in some really quick lap times now.
Or I could just block him like this. You know? Same thing. Everything to keep him behind me.
You're just ahead of Glock.
Okay. All right. Easy through here. Nice. Oh shit. Okay. Get back to standard. Lap 11. Can Norris overtake this guy, please? Actually, can Lando cause some trouble for Piastri so I could get a little bit of rim space, maybe? You know, just asking. But yeah, yeah. Actually, I got no topics to talk about today. I mean, we're about to well up away from pitting. And I guess now Piastri and Norris are going to follow us, or at least Piastri is. Who knows?
We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
Okay. Easy for here. Nice.
The pit window is open.
Okay.
Coming lap.
Oh, well, yeah, about GP before. Now I said that I was undecided. I didn't know if I want to do 1936 or 1934, but I'm leaning towards 1934 because, well, I know it's kind of cliche with starting with 1934 because everybody and their grandmothers know the complete hellhole, the complete hell on earth that was 1934. Not just because of the Imola, but because of all the bullshit that happened. But at the same time, it's a very historical. It's an historical season, so why not give that a shot? Into the pits we go. And somebody's going to follow us? Piastri is, Nori isn't. Are the Ferraris going to follow it? One is, the other isn't. Come on, make it quick, make it quick, make it quick. And okay. We're joining just in front of Piastri. And we are rejoining in fourth. No, third. Just ahead of Russell. Or right behind Russell and just ahead of Dragovic.
You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your tyres.
Okay, now in 3 laps I'll stop the recording.
The car behind is running on the option tyre, they have the advantage.
At lap 16 I will stop the recording. Okay, nice. There we go.
We have a slight lead over Hamilton.
Into the chicane. Okay. Okay. Russell is continuing for at least one more lap. And we get back. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's a lap car, isn't it? I think that oh, that's a lap car then. Never mind. Never mind. We took the lead. Is it still tapping? Oh shit! Whoops! Oh, good lord. Okay, that was stupid. As I was saying before, I almost crashed into the wall. Is that happening again? Looks like it. Yeah, it's a Haas. It's gotta be happening. It's to think this guy.
Between you and the car behind. See if you can increase the gap.
It's to think this guy would eventually become a champion in Kazap's original timeline. Okay. Alright, one more lap and then we'll stop the recording. 3 seconds is the gap between myself and Norris this time.
Be aware, we think the car behind is trying to save fuel.
Which is a good thing. For me, obviously. Okay, we're almost there. Kind of.
At the moment, the gap between you and the car behind is 3 seconds.
Okay, we have actually increased the gap, isn't enough. Hey. And around the final corner and into the main straight. And stopping the recording now. Okay. Where were we? Hi, okay. Easy through... Not easy, I mean, whatever. Always talking about GP4. In trying the 1993 mod, I found out one little thing. And that is that I actually Kyalami. Yeah, I've done multiple test races and I haven't finished a single one of them. Because, yeah, that track is not easy in the slightest. Like, absolutely not. Although the irony is, I tried another track that I never raced at, that being Aida, this time in 1994 mod, and there I had absolutely zero issues whatsoever. Like, no problems. But yeah, that's also the reason why I kind of want to start with 1934, because at least I don't have to do a Kyalami. So there we go. Okay. Nice. And if you're wondering, well, if you're doing 1984, why don't you do GP2? And to that I say, yeah, it's probably going to take me a little while to actually get used to Grand Prix 2. So, yeah, at least with Grand Prix 4, it's a little bit more easier, so, yeah. Plus, there is an add-on for the 1994 mod that turns the cars into their... Okay. It turns the cars into their GP2 variant. How they look, the cars look like a GP2. So I guess there's that. If you really want me to play GP2. Oh god. And also, I guess I get to experience the uber cursed spa with the chicane at Radion. Because, yeah, if you don't know, after Imola, the FIA introduced a bunch of chicanes in certain tracks. Here at Barcelona, you see that corner on the left. That's where they originally went to, and for 1984 they added a chicane with tire barriers. At Estoril, they modified the track to install the chicane that is still there. It's still being used as part of the track. And and of course they added a chicane at Radion, and yeah, if you look at the pictures, you think it's AI generated, but it's not. It's a real thing. It was part of the knee-jerk reactions to the deaths of Senator Ratzenberger, and of course the accident of Barrichello, and well, and all of the big-time accident that happened during the season. You know, Karl Vandiger at Monaco, the race after Imola, and of course the testing accident that happened at JJ Leto, Jean Alesi, and Pedro Lamy. And Aidan Millward already did a video on that, but we had 2 people dying in 1934, but could have had up to 5 potentially, because Alesi suffered a mega crash doing testing at Mugello when he spun his car at the Arrabbiata corners. Leto had a crash in January 1934 where he was very close at being left paralyzed, and that crash pretty much ended up killing okay, but ended up changed them, how can I say this? Yeah, I mean, whatever. Ended up killing his Formula 1 career because he never truly recovered from that crash. Neither did Wendlinger after falling into coma, by the way. He survived the Monaco crash, but he fell into a coma and never really recovered from that. And then, of course, Pedro Lamy had arguably one of the worst crashes in Formula 1 history, where his car, it was a Silverstone testing for a cash-drop Lotus. What happened is that the rear wing failed, from what I remember, his rear wing failed, and a certain part of the track, the car literally flipped and cleared a wall and crashed into and crashed on the other side of the wall, stopping into a tunnel. And for the record, Lamy survived. But that was basically season over. Lamy survived, and I believe it did the full season in 1935, if I'm not mistaken, or at least did a majority of the races for Minardi. But yeah, he had this Omega crash, and if you go look at the pictures, the only thing left intact of that car is the tub.
He's losing a little time to you each lap.
The only thing that was left of that car of Lamy's Lotus was the tub. And again, Lamy survived, but of course he was out for the remainder of the season.
You have a 4-second gap to the car behind.
But of course, not that it mattered since, you know, Lotus died, but still. Honestly, I should probably do like a video talking about the 1984 lineup, because there was a lot of change. And I mean a lot of change. Just to make an example, Taki Inoue and Jean-Denis Delatraz, often considered one of the 2 worst Formula 1 drivers of all time, had their first races in 1994. That was Lotus, but also LaRousse, I believe, and Simtek, that had a lot of driver swaps. Not to mention, of course, Schumacher, Hakkinen, and Irvine getting race bans. And of course, Coulthard, the car that was of Senna, being occupied by Coulthard and by Mansell on a semi-regular basis. It's some wild stuff. And the team should think they would have swapped drivers on a regular basis, actually ended up doing the whole season. Like Minardi, they had, as an example, Minardi had Martini and Alboreto, both at their final years in Formula 1, and they did all 16 races. Or Footwork, it was Christian Fittipaldi and Gianni Morbidelli, and they did all the races. I mean, Pacific, Pacific, they had Jean-Marc Gunnan and Paul Belmont, I believe, and they finished all the races. I mean, granted that they were qualifying for most of them, but still. For a team that was just as cash-strapped as Simtek was, they kept the lineup.
The car behind is on standard revs. Car behind is running standard revs.
Yeah, 934 lineup is like super fucking wild to look at. It does reflect the complete and utter chaos that was 1994 in both hilarious and tragic ways. But yeah, I should do a video on that topic, really. In the meantime, 10 laps to go. Bye.
3+ gap to the car behind. 3+.
Also, once this video ends, I have to publish the SNL Cross F1 race at Valencia. Nah, shit. That was awful. There we go. Alright, nice. Okay, back to Rich Mix, because Norris is coming. 10 laps to go.
We need to give this everything. Tick's taking half a second out of you per lap.
Okay. Okay.
Watch out for the car behind. He's only 2 seconds down on you. He might try and overtake if you make a mistake.
Copy that. Also, everybody, hey! Speaking of mistakes, also missing enough, nobody's DNF'd yet. Okay, my personal best. Norris 2/10 faster than mine. Actually, let me check the tires real quick. Okay. Alright, nice. Easy for here. Nice, very nice. Okay. Alright, 8 to go, I believe. Whatever.
The car behind is gaining on you by half a second a lap.
I know. But I got some tricks to make sure that Norris is behind me. Watch it from here. Nice. There we go. Okay. And yeah, I've officially run out of topics to talk about, so let's focus on the race. Back to standard. Yeah.
The gap to the car behind is less than a second. Be aware he may use DRS in an attempt to pass.
Okay, lap number 27. Here it comes. I don't think... no, it's not close enough. Go. Back to mix. Back to rich mix, sorry. Back to mix. What the fuck kind of word is that? I mean... Okay. Okay. Let's go to... I want to keep talking about Grand Prix 4! Shit.
We believe the car ahead is running standard revs. Standard revs.
Well, that's the win gone.
Picks out in front.
Well, that's my win gone. That looks my win gone. And the lead of the championship gone too. And something happened with that with Russell. At least I didn't crash on anything. But goddamn, that's the win gone. And lead of the championship gone again.
Gap is currently 7 seconds between you and the car ahead.
Even in this game, I cannot escape the having a bad result at Barcelona. And I'm going to guess it's almost it. Oh no, I did gain something, but guess what? It's too late. It's gonna take a miracle to actually catch up to them. At least make it to the podium. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. I talked about GP4 too much and of course I got punished. The racing gods decide to punish me. God damn it! For fuck's sake. And of course, they gained back on me. Hey. They gained, actually, no, they gained from, whatever. English is a complicated language. At this point, I'm surprised it's gonna be 7 seconds. It looks like I gained something on the chicane, and then of course looks like completely on everything else as I completely fuck up turn 1. Almost 8 seconds. There we go. Fucking goddamn it. Well, now it looks like I have to battle for the lead for the next race. Again, battle to lead the championship back again for the next race. Okay. And now it should be like 8, the gap should be 8 seconds. This generally blows. God damn it. That almost. Okay. Hey, at least I'm making those mistakes early in the season. I mean, I say this, but chances are, yeah, almost 8 seconds is the gap between myself and Truly. The win is over, and so is the podium, and the championship lead with it. Yeah, just go back to fucking standard mix. It's impossible to catch them now.
I think this might be our finishing position today, so don't take any risks.
Yeah, there we go. I agree too.
Rosberg's slowly catching you up. We need you to push on.
Fuck. Yeah, whatever. Okay. And I completely fucked that one up.
The tyres have picked up some marbles. Keep to the racing line and wear them off.
Okay. Oh, God. Last lap. Okay. Okay. .1 seconds. Oh god. Yeah, whatever. I still. I fucking wish that I win. And Norris wins. And almost fucked. Hey! And it was to completely fuck that one up again. And we finished the Spanish Grand Prix in 5th.
Congratulations, 5th place.
And so, Norris wins the Spanish Grand Prix, Piastri finishes 2nd, it's an Audi 1-2, third is Montoya, and then it's truly ourselves, Russell, Pourchaire, O'Ward, Dragovic, Vesti, Maloney, and Dennis Auger running up the top 12. And let me check real quick, should be... Yep, this Auger is a new point scorer, so there we go. Lawson finished 14th. Tappanen is the only lapped car, so he wins last car. Yeah. And with that, there's nothing else to say other than I have to get the thumbnail, do the points ratings, do the points, and then wrap up the video. So, see you in a bit, folks. Despite me saying that we're going to lose the championship, actually we're going to keep it by just 3 points on both Norris and Montoya, who are tied for 2nd. And after that, we got an 8 points gap between another tie between Piastri and Trulli for 4th. Yeah, this is the points scoring system that we're using, folks. Yeah. Then we got O'Ward in 6th, then it's Vesti, Russell, Lawson, Dragovic and Sullivan are tied for 10th with 40 points. Then we got Maloney, Aaron, Martins, Palou, and then we got a three-way tie with just 1 point for 16th between new point scorer Dennis Auger, Mansell, and Pepe Marti. And so, I am not going to I'm going to say which is the next race, because who knows what's going to happen. So, we're going to end the video here. And if you like this video, give it a like, and if you see more content like this, hit subscribe and click the notification bell to get the next video drops. And I have nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This is Alpha, signing out.